Everybody. This is Big Bio's tutorial on how to use Zoom and then how to do some active learning. So I'm going to start here by sharing my screen with you, and we'll see here we go. And let's learn some Zoom basics. All right. First of all, I would like to say that this is being put on by Big Bio. We're a group of graduate students and postdocs. Most of us are at UCLA, though we are at a few other schools, and we're dedicated to making the computational biosciences more accessible for individuals, especially undergraduates and incoming graduate students. But now we're going to talk about online learning and Zoom. So here are today's goals, and hopefully by the end of this, you will be an expert at Zooming with all of these. So first things first, I want to teach you how to use your microphone, your video, and your chat. So if you look at the bottom left of your Zoom screen, you should see something that says mute. Try pushing that, and you should see a red slash go through it. When that's muted, I can't actually hear any of the noises in your background or you speaking. So if you want to speak, you have to make sure it's unmuted. However, it's best practice whenever you're in a Zoom meeting to leave that muted. Otherwise, you can get weird feedback and background noises that annoy everybody. So keep that muted unless you want to speak, in which case feel free to unmute it and chime in. The second thing is stop video. If you push that, you'll notice that your picture of yourself disappears. Give that a try. There you go. And a lot of times when you have big meetings or if your internet bandwidth isn't very good, then if people do stop sharing their video, it can kind of help with bandwidth problems occasionally. So feel free to either broadcast image of yourself or close that off right now while I'm speaking. But eventually we will do partner activities, and then it's really best to share your video. Finally, chat. If you go here, you can see a chat icon. If you click on that, you have control over who you chat with, either individuals or to everybody. If everybody could just do a chat to every person and just write where you're from and what your name is and a quick why you're taking the video, that would be really cool. And then we can look at your responses. All right, so I can look at your chats. Sam says, hello, everyone. She is from Utah. There's Annabelle. Wants to learn for online courses in the future. And hopefully we'll see June here in a second. And there's June from China. All right, welcome, everybody. All right, next thing, raising your hand. So if you click on that participant thing, again at the bottom of your screen, if you click on that, you'll see everybody in the meeting. And down at the bottom of that screen, you should see something that says raise or lower hand. Try pushing raise hand for a second. All right, I see some hands going up. That alerts me that you have a question. Also, as an instructor, it can be a response to me, say like you understand something, you've completed an assignment. All right, and as an instructor, I can also force lower your hand if I want to, but lower your hands if I haven't done it already. All right, next thing to learn is there's a couple different views. If you look at the top right of your screen, you might have to close the participant view, or maybe you don't. It really depends on how your screen is on your computer. But there should be something that says gallery view and also speaker view. Why don't you guys try pushing that a couple times and see the difference in how it looks? And I'll keep talking because when you're in speaker view, who's ever speaker and making noises through their microphone is the person who shows up on your screen. All right, and you can pick the one that you like best for that.
So for example, if you're in speaker view, I should now be the person who's showing up on your screen.
Yeah, that's exact. Thanks, Sam. All right, now we have screen share. So I'm going to show you how to share a screen, and then I don't want you to do it now, but we're going to practice doing this in a few minutes. So to do this, there's this big green button on the bottom of your screen that says screen share. And when you push on it, you'll pull up something like this, and you'll get all the different things you can share with everybody. You can either share your entire desktop, or you can share a whiteboard, an iPhone that you've connected through AirPlay, or the different screens or windows that you have open on your screen. So I'm going to share with you my my Safari window. And this screenshot that you're seeing right now is what my screen would look like when I'm doing this. And if you notice, my Safari window has this green outline around it. That's notifying me that what's ever inside of this green box is what's being shared to everybody. On my presenter screen, that's all I actually see right now, is what's on here. All right, the other thing I want to tell you about now is Whiteboard. So if I were to click on this whiteboard emblem, the whiteboard would come up and I will show you what that looks like right now. So I go to share screen, I click on whiteboard, and now you should all see this whiteboard. And what's cool is I can draw on this, or I can write some text on this, but you can too. So if you look at the top of your screen, there should be a green, there should be kind of a green banner with a drop-down menu next to it. If you push that drop-down menu, then you should see something that says annotate. Click on that and you'll be able to write on here as well. All right. Annabelle reminded me of a good point. Sometimes in order to see all of these different functions that are available, you can't be in full screen. So you might need to exit full screen before seeing some of those. All right. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing this whiteboard now. Oh, actually, there's something I forgot to show you here, so I'm going to pull it up one more time. So here's the whiteboard. If you've done and pushed to annotate, everybody go and select the annotate menu again. And on the right side, there's a button that says share, or not share, save. And if you push save, it will save that image. And for me at least, underneath it says show in Finder. Hopefully it says that on your computer as well. And when I do that, it shows me in the Finder on an Apple computer where that image is saved on my computer. All right, let's move on from whiteboard. All right. All right, so we've shared the screen of the whiteboard. And there's the whiteboard. And now we're going to talk about breakout rooms. Breakout rooms are one of my favorite things on Zoom, especially if you're going to be teaching people. So you won't see this on your screens because you're not hosts, but I am going to show you on my screen what it looks like. At the bottom, I have this button here at the bottom called Breakout Rooms. And when I push this, a screen comes up like this. Here I've logged in as me, myself, and I, quite literally on 3 different machines to get this screenshot. But I can assign Rob B and Rob Brown, who's not the host, to different breakout rooms. And essentially that's a Zoom meeting like we have right now, but you can imagine taking a class of 50 and breaking them into 10 breakout rooms of 5 each to then work in smaller groups together and to collaborate. When you create the breakout room, you have also different options for how to set up the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do basically these options, but I'm not going to have this checked. So I'm not going to force you into the rooms once I set them up. So you'll be getting an invitation. And when you're in these breakout rooms, you're going to have an assignment. The first thing you're going to do once you accept the invitation, enter the breakout room, is you're going to look for my broadcast. It will basically be a banner of text that will appear momentarily on your screen. After that, I want you to, start sharing your video again and turn on your microphones and introduce yourselves to each other, your names, maybe where you're from. After that, one by one, I want you to practice sharing your screen from your computer. So you'll push that share screen button and then pick one of the screens that either your desktop or a screen that you have open and share it to see what that's like. And then once you're done with that, I want each of you to create a whiteboard, draw something on it, have your partner also draw something on it, and then try saving it. Once you've done all of those things, you can push the leave button on the, in your breakout room, and that will take you back to the main screen. If you have any trouble, you'll also notice there's an ask for help button in there. Try clicking on that somewhere during this process as well, and I'll come join your group. Now, one thing I do want to point out is that if you're new to Zoom and you haven't activated all the permissions yet, you will have this issue that you might not be able to save images or share your screen. And Zoom hopefully will prompt you to enable those. However, it might also say that you're not able to use any of these things until you quit Zoom and restart it. If that's the case, enable them, but don't quit Zoom. Just think hard about these things that we're going to be going through, and you'll get a chance to do all of this in the next tutorial. And when we take our break, you'll be able to quit Zoom, restart it, and rejoin the meeting with the URL. We can go through this again in a minute if it's confusing. All right, so let me assign you guys to some breakout rooms. All right, creating the breakout room. And we're going to open all the breakout rooms. And June, you're going to be by yourself. So I'm going to go join June now. Hi, June. You're in a breakout room by yourself, unfortunately. So do you want to try sharing your screen in a whiteboard right now? Oh, wait, I need to broadcast. Give me 1 second. All right.
So I'm going to share my screen. That's going to share a whiteboard.
Awesome, I can see it. And I'm going to annotate on it. My very bad circle. All right, sounds good. Press save. View and Finder. Very nice, very nice.
And press stop share.
Yeah, stop share and try to share a screen on your computer. Perfect. I can see your, I think that's your desktop. Great. Awesome. So now you can push that. Actually, let me leave first, and then you can try pressing the Ask for Help button. How's it going over there?
The annotate button. The annotate button.
Oh,
Hey.
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 So
The annotate button is over by the shares at the top. You see.
okay.
Don't.
Don't.
It's a little down arrow.
Got it. Thank you. So
All right.
now I'm drawing, and can you see what I'm drawing?
All right. We're all set. They're doing well. Yeah, I saw your message. It showed up on my screen, so I came and joined. All right. I'm going to switch back to the other breakout room, but you can just leave and go back to the main screen.
Okay.
Perfect. See ya. Hello. I'm going to leave you guys, but you should ask for help so you get the chance to do that.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Okay. I will ask for help. Ask for help. Oh, says you're already here.
All right. Well, I'm leaving right now. All right. Hopefully they're going to ask for help. Oh, there they go, asking for help. All right, you've asked for help and I'm here. All right, let's all head back to the main screen now. All right, see ya.
And we're back.
And we're back. All right, so we've got a couple next steps for you. So you need to know most everything about Zoom right now that you'll need in most meetings. However, we would like to say that the video and slides from this, we're going to be posting them to bigbio.org and also to YouTube if you want to see them and review them later. And Also, if you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter at BigBioTweets. We're going to be having more tutorials come out, and we'll be broadcasting there what we're going to be doing. And finally, recommend any friends you think might find this useful. You can either send them to our YouTube channel or our website once we have those up, or when we film more of these, you can send them the links to it. And finally, if you send us an email to contact@bigbio.org, we will put you on a listserv with more tutorials that we're going to be teaching. All right. Finally, I would love it if you guys took a course survey for me. So let me, let's see. Let me send you the link to that course survey, and I'll just chat this to all of you. All right, put this in chat to everyone. So there's a link to the course survey. It only takes half a second. So why don't you take that and let's reconvene. Actually, you know what? I think we're doing well. Does anybody need a break?
How much more is left?
Nothing more about learning how to Zoom. Now after this, we're going to transition into online teaching strategies for how to actually be engaging when you're teaching. So this was basically just learning the nuts and bolts of Zoom, and now we're going to learn how to actually effectively use it. Okay. So while you guys take that survey, I'm going to pull up some new slides and get things queued up.
I just ended recording for this session, and I'm going to start another one later.
Okay, perfect.